Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of Manchester United versus Chelsea. Not the first teams, but the under-23s, the future of these two football clubs. We're heading to Leigh Sports Village, which is the home of the United youth team. And tonight they are playing in the Premier League 2 competition, which, if you didn't know, the Premier League 2 competition is the league that they play in for these youth players. So it's the under-23s for both teams. And we'll go through the United lineup. So United have got Nathan Bishop in goal, and then the rest of the team is Charlie Wellens, Charlie McCann, William Fish. Brandon Williams, as we all know, has been, of course, featured a lot in Solskjaer's first team. I have a feeling he might be coming back from injury, or he's just getting some minutes. I'm not sure. Mark Helm, Reece Devine, Amad Diallo, of course, the signing last summer for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's featured a few times in the first team. Shoda Shortai again, another one that some of you might know from the first team. Anthony Elanga, Hannibal Mechbri. And the substitutes for Man United are Alvaro Fernandez, Andre Masny, Dylan Hogworth, Martin Svetsky, and Charlie Savage, who... Charlie Savage is, yes, the son of Robbie Savage, who recently signed a new contract with Man United. So who knows? Maybe he could be making it into Solskjaer's team in the future. Robbie Savage nearly was successful at United, but he didn't get past the academy, from what I can remember. I might be wrong.
I wonder why.
That's a right rubbing in there. Adam's not taking any prisoners tonight. Anyway, we are just about to kick off here, actually. So Chelsea will kick off from right to left. We'll go through the Chelsea team in just a moment, but do get in touch, folks, on our live chat page. Actually, we do already have a message. Greg Livingstone, hello Greg, how are you? Says, hi guys, I am going for a 2-1 Man United win, and have you seen the Arsenal protests? No, I haven't, but I'd imagine that is the protest to do with the European Super League, and the game has just kicked off here at Leigh Sports Village. I'll ask Adam's thoughts later on about the European Super League. We've been talking about it all week on the channel.
We've been talking about it all week on the chat as well. It's been going absolutely mayhem. So yeah, everything to do with the Super League is so manic at the moment. But yeah, we just got underway.
Do you want to go through the Chelsea team, Adam?
Chelsea team. Well, obviously I don't have it all in order at the moment, but Miles Pete Harris is playing alongside George Nunn. Terino Barrow, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please get in touch if I'm not. And then number 11 is Harvey Vale. Lucas Bergstorm, I believe it is. Sam Cleveland, Jude Snoob Bell. That's a hard one. That was very hard one for me to try and learn. I was trying all week actually. Dujon Sterling, who we were having a bit of a discussion beforehand whether we was Raheem Sterling's brother, but we've got confirmation that he's not now, so don't worry.
No, unless the DNA results comes back.
Xavier, I'm not M Boye. Please get in touch with me if I pronounced this wrong, okay? Because some of them are very hard to pronounce. George McRae and Valentino Livan Matteo in number 7. And on the bench room is Harvey Lawrence, Ethan Wadey, Brian Clavier, Charlie Webster, and Declan Kerr.
Well, we've just seen Chelsea go on the attack, and they've got themselves the first corner of the game. It's going to be on the near side. Greg Livingstone has sent us another message saying, since every top 6 clubs fans are doing it, so I want my club fans doing a protest against the Man City owner. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some protests on Sunday in the League Cup final outside Wembley. Amad Diallo looks like he's going to be treated here. I'm not sure what he's done. I think he's He's got his hand on his stomach,
Pulse
but
it already. Will be looking good for any first team coming back.
yeah. Oh, that's an interesting corner. Oh, and it's gone wide.
Chelsea coming off the back of a 4-1 win, I think, midweek, last weekend, was it? Against Spurs, their rivals, actually. So it's an interesting one this week.
I don't know who the coaches are for these two teams, to be honest with you.
I haven't really got the coach's name. Because I obviously, with me being more of the under 10s and I'm not the scholarship program. I don't really keep, unless it's Chester. I don't really know the actual name of them, but you never know.
Do get in touch on the live chat page, folks, and do subscribe to the channel. Meanwhile, it's goalless. We've only had 3 or 4 minutes into the game. But yeah, United not having an easy season.
No,
but they did come straight back up from the second division of Premier League 2. So yeah, it's weird that I couldn't believe it last season when finding out Man United's youth team were not even in the top division.
Yeah,
which you find hard to believe.
I mean, looking at if you go to like the different grounds and you go and have a look around the different setups, I have to admit, Manchester United are lacking. I mean, I went to Shrewsbury the other day, and I have to personally admit, the training ground at Shrewsbury, what Shrewsbury use, whether it changes when you get to a certain age, and Manchester United must use a much better facility for the older age groups. But for the younger age groups, they were using the old England setup.
Yeah.
So to be having that at your disposal for Shrewsbury, you know, you're going into such a big margin for error with these academies now, and everybody's competing for fine Mount Oshers. I mean, even Chester's pumping in so many million into a new training facility for their academy, so it's just absolutely unbelievable how much people are willing to pump into the new lads of the future. And
yeah. Oh, long ball here for Chelsea.
Here. Looks like it's offside to me, but played on.
Oh, it has gone
in. It's in. Oh,
he got lucky, I thought. Brandon Williams.
Who is Manchester United's keeper for today? That was a bit of terrible keeping, I have to admit.
Well, I think the Chelsea striker got a bit lucky at the end.
I think it was a bit of luck, but at the end of the day, you still got to go for it. You go until the referee's whistle goes, I'm afraid. But
yeah, but it took forever just to take the fin. It's such a weird goal.
Trickle going behind the keeper there. It was a trickle.
Is he offside though? I mean, of course they don't have VAR. Oh, it spins, doesn't it, on the way in? Such a weird goal.
I mean, it was offside, I have to admit.
Yeah.
But you play until the whistle goes, and
yeah, you're absolutely right. So 1-0 to Chelsea. Even though I've got the scoreline wrong there, because I've said it's 1-0 to United on the editing. Hang on.
Quick, change it.
I'm getting too carried away here.
Too carried away with yourself.
There we go.
But I have to admit that Chelsea have come out and started much on the attacking side. They're the ones taking it to Manchester United. So
yeah, ever since the kickoff, really.
Yeah.
Diallo's the main man up front for United.
If he had a little early injury, so he's not going to be in his full self. But
No.
we'll see how it goes with the rest. You might get a super sub. You need a Michael Twist. That's what you need. If anybody ever knows who Michael
not Charlie
Twist
Savage.
Is, please get in touch. Yeah, not a Charlie Savage. You need a Michael Twist. If you know if you've watched Chester Down the panel and know Michael Twist, get in touch. Good old Twisty.
Because there are people talking about Hannibal, the guy with the big hair at United, being quite a good player, but yet I just feel like, is he getting that kind of fame because of his hair?
Probably.
It's very long. It's just like when Chong was playing for our youth team. It's like, get a haircut.
Then again, he can't. Oh, he couldn't, could he? You can't blame him.
Hey?
You can't blame him for not getting a haircut. Like, where's supposed to get his haircut? Supposed to have one like me. Get his mum to do it.
I've had to rely on my mum as well. Which, can't go wrong. It's free.
Might be free, but...
It's whether or not they can do it good.
Yeah, exactly. And then you end up not going out for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, because it's gone.
Yeah. Or if you're suddenly coaching your kids doing football and they go, why are you wearing a big massive hat during a really hot day? You go, no reason.
Brilliant. So 1-0 to Chelsea. And Chelsea, when I last checked, Man City are top of this table.
Man City have been declared champions, actually.
Oh, so it's all done and dusted.
All done and dusted. It's just they're playing for pride at the moment.
Where are Chelsea in the table?
Chelsea are 6th, I think. I'll just double check that for you. Now that we've done the table. If it loads at any point soon. Something went wrong. Check your connection. It's typical, this, isn't it?
During a live watch along, definitely.
The live watch along. We'll get back to you on this subject.
Oh, Diallo, he's won a throw-in. Oh no, it's a Chelsea throw-in.
Won it for someone. So that was done then, just taking the throw, I believe.
Which Chelsea players have we seen in the first team recently from the youth? I mean, Mason Mount's one of them, isn't he?
Mason Mount,
Kingsley James? I think so.
Wasn't big lad who went to Swansea.
Oh, Tammy Abraham, yeah.
Abraham, yeah.
Who hasn't been great.
Yeah.
But
he still played for Chelsea at a period of time.
Yeah. So just one of those that didn't work out.
Yeah. Was it Calvin Lewis? Not Calvin Lewis. The winger.
I'm not sure. Winger. Oh, Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin, yeah.
I thought he was he?
I'm pretty sure he was I
thought he was Everton.
No, not the Everton one. No, there's another one who's got a sort of a dash in between his name.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to think of him. But yeah, they've moved quite a few up from the academy into the first team because they struggled, didn't they? When they had that transfer embargo, so yeah, they've moved quite a few up. So. Yeah,
which they only did because they had no other option, which isn't exactly good to see, is it? When you do put money into the youth team, which you've got a youth team, use it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when they put in some of the youth team, they brought about some of England's better teams, better players. Because I mean, Mount on his day can match, some of the better players in England. I mean, to be honest, he will be the replacement for Vardy in the end, Mount.
Vardy, really?
Yeah, I think in the end he will be the replacement for Vardy, because he's not going to be the. Just see what happens here. Free kick to Manchester United. It's not going to be the actual. He's not a free scorer. I realise that, but he don't necessarily have to be a free scorer these days to be up front. And Harry Kane being there, hogging all the goals at the moment, I don't think you're going to need to have that. And I think same with Sterling. I think England's a very fascinating game.
Where we just fail at everything.
I'd almost take Sterling out of England.
I don't think he finishes. I don't rate Sterling.
Yeah, I take him out at the moment. I mean, we've gone off.
Oh, Diallo!
Outside the box, free kick.
Yeah, free kick. Oh,
and
that was
be
close.
A yellow card for the keeper as well. Surely.
You'd have thought so.
Wisely walking away there.
But again, we've seen that, haven't we, Adam, from Chelsea already, which was a long ball through the middle, and it worked for them.
Yeah. Just see at academy level. I mean, there's a lot of people I know come from Chester. You know, the actual main team.
Yeah.
Are playing in these setups. So you had Sam Hughes, who signed. Oh, got a red card.
Ooh.
The keeper's been sent off immediately.
Wow.
Has he gobbed off, has he?
Yeah, I wonder if... I'm not sure. I mean, if you think about it, there was no other defender left, so it is technically a last man thing, isn't it? He is out the box. There's no doubt about that. I think maybe it's... I don't know. Is it harsh?
I think it's a little harsh because... It was in between his legs to begin with when he jumped back to try and put his hand on it. So, I mean, I'd have booked him, but I wouldn't have sent him off.
Well, that means number 7 has to go off because they've got to bring in a second keeper.
They'll be bringing on I think it's the Yank keeper. They have a Yank keeper on the bench. Their name is, get it up for you now, Ethan Wadey will come on.
No, it looks like Nunn's coming off actually.
So Nunn will come off for Ethan Wadey then. Yeah, Ethan Wadey's coming on now. But Ethan Wadey's... He's an okay keeper, Ethan Wade, but...
Have you watched him?
I've seen him in a few videos from like highlights, but he doesn't really command the box as well as the other one. So we'll just see how he gets on today.
So there's a free kick here for United, so this could be a long game for Chelsea if United can get themselves going up front a lot.
I mean, now if I was Chelsea, I'd have somebody underneath that wall behind there now.
Such a weird new tactic, isn't it?
It's quite a decent tactic. I mean, I don't recommend my players to use it because there's so little players at youth level. But when you get to this age, use it.
I've noticed. Diallo's going to go for it. Oh, straight at the wall.
It was lucky there that they didn't jump. If they all jumped in unison, it would have gone straight underneath.
Unless maybe, Adam, because they didn't have someone behind the wall, they were aware not to jump.
Yeah.
We've got Greg Livingstone saying, to be honest, Adam, Raheem Sterling has played terrible this season, and I'm a Man City fan.
He's played terrible. I don't want any thingies there, but I haven't rated him for since all of this.
I liked him when I first saw him at Liverpool.
Yeah,
and you could see why City signed him, but
it's just the pressure's got to him.
you can't do it in a big game. Or the problem is the stats and all that will tell you he scores quite a lot of goals and assists. But it's like, yeah, but is it always been in the big games? Not really.
No. You see, I much prefer. I think Maddison would be a brilliant signing for Man City.
Yeah, I've not seen him linked or anything.
Or
so
that
it is
Yuri Tillemans as well. I think he'd be quite decent.
Tillemans, yeah, from Leicester.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know he was from Belgium.
Didn't you? Oh man.
Not until we played Belgium a few months back.
Yeah.
Hang on, here come Chelsea again. Even though they're down to 10 men, they're going to go for it. Poor Cross.
Very well done. I mean, at this level, at the under-20s, if you ever get a big lad at the under-20 level, they're going to bottom around, and you're just not going to get anything past them. Because, like as I was going to say before everything stopped at the keeper, with Sam Hughes, he signed this, and he was just scoring left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
But when he had to make that jump to the first team, he couldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
So he ended up going out on loan here and there, since it hasn't been the same. So it's just that final make that switch to the Premier League. But Burnley managed to do it.
Who knows?
So, but he didn't sign from Chelsea, he went from Brentford.
Yeah. I tell you what, Adam. What did you think of the European Super League?
Oh, the European Super League. If you asked my opinion, you wouldn't like my opinion.
Oh no! Don't tell me you would back it.
No, I wouldn't back it. But the opinion for me that I'd give a fine next year for the clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least a points penalty or something like that.
You see, this is the thing. I understand why people are mentioning points penalty because it's a usual punishment when it comes to breaking rules, I think, in terms of leagues. But I don't think there's actually... I might be wrong, but I don't think there's anything that's actually on paper to say that they did break any rules. I don't know if they can. But I don't know. But what I will say is that I wish they would change that tradition, because if an owner has made mistakes, why should the squad and the fans suffer from it? Which I know, because you're a Chester fan, and obviously we have friends who are Wrexham fans as well. Both clubs had points deductions, and of course they would probably say no, they should get one because we had to suffer from it. These teams should as well.
Yeah.
But I also think, well, the problem is at the moment we're seeing owners with our top 6 clubs take control and come up with decisions that none of the fans or anyone else likes.
It's either that or you kick them out of the Champions League for next year.
Yeah, maybe. That's not a bad way of doing it.
So sorry, you didn't want to be in the Champions League anyway. Don't go in next year.
There's got to be some punishment. They can't get out scot-free from this. Yeah. You know, I know they've tried to pull away from it within 2 days of when they announced it, but I still think, yeah, that's all good and all that. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, it's better to see they all came out of it, because this could have gone on for ages. But it's no different to when, let's say, someone cheats on their wife, but then they pull out of it, and then they want to actually realise they love their wife. It's like, well, you can't just think it's just back to what it was.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'd just have it. I'd wipe VAR. This is what I'd do.
Yeah, VAR shit.
I would wipe the ability to split off for any separate leagues. I mean, I like the idea of another league going up again. If you wanted to do that, that'd be fine. But because then you're adding an extra promotion on.
Oh, good ball.
Great ball in.
There's no one there, though, was there?
No, that's when you need to make that extra man count. And what they need to do now in Manchester United is press high, do the high press. And I know Chelsea are sitting back well, and But the press here, it's just so off. They're going to the side and then they're going back, but they should be looking for that killer ball.
That ball from Diallo though was good.
Yeah. But now, can they find that overlap on that wing? They found it too late. They should have found that little short ball. Instead of going for that big long ball into that box, there was a pass that was coming in. A short ball.
Yeah.
So you go for that short ball, put the pressure on, gradually build it, and then you do the one coming in from the byline. If you swing it in from the outside, you're giving the keeper more chance to come out to it.
Yeah.
The closer you are to the byline, you're cutting that ball back, so he's got to run further out, and then you're coming to meet it. So that's what we're always told to tell the players. But got my whole thing falling
down. Greg Livingstone says, "I think he is so greedy all the time when he is at front of goal. He just not pass to a teammate when they are free to score. That is the problem with Raheem Sterling. So greedy at front of goal."
Yeah.
I don't think it's just that. He just can't finish.
I think no. I agree. I think it is greed as well.
But I think also even when he should shoot, he can't finish. Like, I'd be happy to not see Sterling at the Euros, to be honest.
Yeah, I would be.
Let
us know in your thoughts below. Let's have a poll. Jamie, create a poll. Should Sterling be in the Euros?
Don't think it's available on YouTube. Maybe we should suggest it to the YouTube creators. Live chat page to have a poll. Nearly 25 minutes gone, and we've had quite a dramatic game so far. Chelsea 1-0 up, but just before their goalkeeper was sent off because of a handball on the edge of the box.
Bizarre reason. I wouldn't have sent him off personally. I
think the referee. I think it's hit and miss. I think the referee has gone down the interests of people. Diallo is through on goal, and I think that's how he's looked at it as. I mean, yeah, it's a weird one.
The only thing is now he's got to be consistent.
Have you noticed on the top corner, the top right corner, the gap in between the stands? It looks like there's a pub out there with a beer garden. There's people sitting on the tables. I'm sure that's a pub.
Should we take our little stream and go down there and do our stream from there? Next time it's a home game, we'll do our stream from there.
Next time, because if we do it now, we'll probably get there and it'll be night time and full time.
We can do the after match interviews in there.
Yeah, but then we find out that we were too late. The coaches have already gone.
Yeah.
Damn it! Greg Livingstone also says the problem with the UEFA, they don't want to get rid of the big six clubs, so possibly with UEFA to get rid of the big clubs of the Champions League might to happen. Come on, Greg, you can write better than that. I find some of your messages your writing could be a bit better because I don't get that.
I understand what you're saying. It's hard because I understand UEFA wanting to keep the big six because obviously TV rights and money from that. You lose the big six and go into a separate private one. And we all know the Zone wants to get into football, don't we, at the moment?
We all know what, sorry?
The Zone wants to get into football at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the Super League was. I think they had the Zone were going to fund it. So...
straight the hands.
Oh,
that was a collision, that was. They'll have watery eyes after that. Straight at the goalkeeper.
Couldn't have sent them off, what do you reckon?
They're down to 9.
No,
they're not. But we've just got a few more comments to read. Jamie Burgoyne's asking Adam, is that a Tranmere scarf on Adam's wall?
Oh, he wishes. He wishes. No. It's the only scarf that is suitable for a wall hanging, and that's Chester champion scarf.
What year was that? That must be a few years old.
Well, it was actually the first one when we came back, I think. Yeah, when we won the first Evo 6 First Division North. When we came back.
When you went to those games, what was the attendances like? Because surely there was more people for each league you went up to, if that makes sense.
So not really. The only really time it started to kick off a bit was when we hit the blue square north at the time.
Yeah.
But no, not until we were going to like a Camel Lair. There was it was still a massive crowd. Chester were bringing 300 to 400 down there, so massive for them. It's like the biggest crowd that they'd ever had.
Yeah.
Or we'll bring in 2,000 because it's so close to home. We're doing so well. We'll just bring in so many down there. But yeah, it's just. I mean, we got 3 birds out of that. We were chuffed. I was happy with that. But no, it was a great experience going up those leagues. It's an experience that I'd recommend anybody who wants to watch football at its peak of what it was. Go down, give them to the likes of your Camel Lairs, give them some money, and watch them.
Well, literally, that's probably. I think that's what we'd have all said before the Big Six decided to pull out.
Yeah.
I was saying that if you support any of these 6 teams, instead support another local team.
Yeah.
That needs the money after this pandemic we've had. That's your team Chester haven't been able to play at all, have they?
Yeah, we haven't been able to play. Our funding that we were supposed to be getting from the government has been pulled because we were getting a 2,000 average attendance, and we had a 100,000 back to the budget, boost the budget from the fans. So they said, "Oh no, you're not getting any funding from us."
Bloody hell!
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it how the government do that, and yet here they are now looking like the bee's knees by trying to bring in a 50+1, structure. The 50+1, which is the investors only getting 49%.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to reform. The whole league needs to reform, and I think the only way they're going to do that is if they bring in new rules. And I think paying the wages of the players need to have a new rule structure as well.
I'll be honest. I've always said there should be a salary cap at the top level.
Yeah.
But I think the only way you can do that is if all the big leagues in Europe at least, agree to do it. Yeah. Because the problem is, if you do a salary cap in the Premier League, they'll just go somewhere else, won't they?
Yeah, I totally agree. All of that should happen. But what they should do is that if you want to carry on and say, yes, we want to try and attract the bigger players and have having 500 grand, then okay, half of his wages has to go back into football.
Yeah.
At the grassroots stages.
Yeah.
And then it boosts the natural game, and it'll build and build and build, and players will get better from it, and it's the only way to save football.
I think just over half an hour gone, we got a message here from Thesis Johansson. Hello, Thesis Johansson, saying, isn't it a red card no matter what if a keeper takes the ball with his hands outside the box? I don't know, but actually maybe that is the case.
It is. I mean, I suppose you got to...
If that is the rule, then I guess he had no choice but to give him the red.
I was looking at it, and it looked as though he had it in his legs first, and it didn't look intentional because he jumped back. So whether he got his hands on it while it's outside the box as he was jumping back, I mean, that's why I had to give him a yellow card. Because I saw intent of him jumping back into the box. trying to put his hand on it. That's why I'd only give him a yellow card, in
Got
my
you.
personal opinion.
Jamie Burgoyne says, the only wall I had that scarf is the inside wall of an asbestos skip. Very good.
Good old Jamie.
Actually, I shouldn't reveal any of this, but Burgoyne's working on a sort of a fantasy football show for our channel, which I still need to read your pitch email, Burgoyne, but I look forward to seeing you do the first one soon. I think United have got a corner here. And they've got it on the near side. So about 12 minutes to go. Man U, to be honest, Adam, since that red card, Man U have had a lot more possession and a lot more activity.
So it's what you'd expect, but...
Can't get through them, can they?
Can't get through them now. I think, again, it's a case of not making that extra man work, and I think they need to.
Oh, Diallo's done great. Straight at the keeper. Offside. But fair play to Diallo. How did he keep that going? I'll say this now. I mean, I know it's only a youth game, but I haven't watched Diallo in a youth game yet. But watching him on this pitch tonight, he looks so comfortable. He looks so confident on that pitch.
I mean, youth games give you much needed time. It helps you a lot. It really helps you a lot.
Greg Livingstone saying, if the Big Six club went with the Super League, I would have supported Stockport County.
Oh no! Oh, not Stockport County. Taking my poor John Rooney.
I remember.
He went to Wrexham, didn't he?
Yeah, he went to Wrexham. Yeah, he was at Stockport. Yeah, he stayed up in the North area, didn't he? In most of his career, didn't he play in the MLS as well?
He played in MLS he played for Everton, went to New York Red Bulls, came back to Bury, then he played for Chester.
I wonder why he left the Red Bulls. He's only 30 years old. I keep thinking he's older.
No.
John Rooney. Yeah, he's at Stockport County, you're right. And he was at Guiseley. I forgot he was at Guiseley. Yeah, New York Red Bulls he was at Orlando City as well.
Was it?
Yeah. He only played, to be honest, he played 5 games for the Red Bulls, 9 for Orlando City, and then went to Barnsley. But that's according to Wikipedia. I don't know if the appearances are correct, but that is...
Yeah, he did go to Barnsley. I remember him going to Barnsley.
But that's just hilarious. Greg Livingstone asking, where's the game getting played at? It's being played at Lee Sports Village. That's where the United youth team and the women's team normally play. Which we only had recently, for the first time, Man United women's team actually having a game at Old Trafford, which was against West Ham. Which annoys me, to be honest, because I don't see why the women's team couldn't play at Old Trafford every other weekend. You know, that stadium's for Man United. Why not actually use it? And I think even... Oh, hey up. Lee Grant's watching in the stands. The United third goalkeeper. Oh, and so is Solskjaer's... One of Solskjaer's assistant coaches, actually. Yeah. So I guess he'll be there tonight to... Oh, it's quite cute. I think he's got his son there with him, so he's... His little baby son, so I think he's going
to be a coach when he's older.
Yeah.
That's decided.
Yeah. Now, son, when they miss a sitter like that, you bollock them at half time.
Obscenities.
He's probably managing his son right now, saying, I know you're only 6, but for God's sake, stop spilling blackcurrant everywhere. Do you want to win? Diallo. Oh, nice direct ball.
Can he be in that ball for the keeper to win it? Yeah.
He couldn't get to it because the hair was pulling him back.
Yeah, the G-force.
Interesting game, but it really has been about, can Man United get an equaliser?
Yeah, can they make that extra man pay? And at the moment they can't make that extra man pay, but I mean, obviously, time will tell, because obviously they're going to get more tired, aren't they, Chelsea? Chelsea are going to have to look into change the formation. Second half. I'd do a Man City second half, bring in the defender, bring him as a midfielder, and try and overload it, stop him from.
But again, imagine if Chelsea can get a second goal. They finally got it in United's half. It's been a while since they've had possession in United's half.
Yeah. Oh, shot. You said that, man. Chelsea shot. Number 8. After that shot. Who was that? Number 8. Go back to my lineup.
Barlow.
Barlow had the shot, and unfortunately it went over.
Seven minutes left till half time. And we'll talk more about Adams. I think at half time we'll talk more about Adams' coaching and what he does at Chester. And he, of course, deals with younger players. We'll talk about that at half time. And maybe a preview of the weekend's games.
My accident.
I didn't even know you had one. You've just brought it up now, mate.
Yeah.
You haven't helped yourself there. I will bring that up at half time. But you can't go anywhere. I have control here. Actually, no. If Adam just walks away, he'll be fine. Yeah, here we go. The camera's focusing more out, so it's called the Whistling Solfink Pub. So there's a pub literally in the corner. I didn't even know there was one.
They must have heard what you were saying, and they wanted to get a bit of advertisement.
They called the cameraman, hey, can you give us a plug-in? Greg Livingstone, this player always gets mentioned when someone talks about the MLS. I feel like he is Mr. MLS. Can you guess who it is, Adam?
Beckham.
No. A bit more less known, but he's been there for a long time. English. You'll know.
Owen.
Owen?
Oh, no, Owen wasn't in there.
He never even played in America, did he?
No.
Bradley White Phillips.
Oh, you could have said he still plays.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mr. MLS. I call him Mr. MLS in England because everyone talks about. I think he's the top goal scorer in MLS history.
Oh, right.
But Greg Livingstone's asking if he's still playing football. He does. He plays for Columbus Crew, but he played at LAFC last season. So he's been moving teams quite a lot recently, and he used to stay at just the one club, which was I think New York Red Bulls. He's 36 now.
And he's still as rubbish as he was when he was in the Premier League.
I keep forgetting he was a Man City player as well. Look at that. 32 appearances, 2 goals. It's pretty bad for a striker.
And no assists.
I don't know, but yeah, if that's the case, that's pretty bad. But Southampton, he was there for 3 years. 111 appearances, so he had quite a lot of league games there. But again, 22 goals.
Was that when Southampton was in the Championship?
I'm not sure, actually, maybe. Because they might be when they were in League One as well. Let's not forget, Southampton went that far down at one point. They were becoming quite a deluded club. Oh, Chelsea with their header.
Is he going to pick it up?
Oh, he's kept it in.
Oh,
you know what? I think the referee was wrong there. I think that was still in play.
I thought that was still in play. I thought it was a beautiful bit of skill. I've been playing out then.
No wonder, right? No wonder that referee made mistakes in this game, because he's learning too.
He's learning. We don't know who we need on this game to help the leper.
Kalina?
Joe Stanley, what do you reckon? Let's get Joe Stanley on the chat.
He'd probably
VAR.
He'd probably do a lot better than this referee. I don't know. I'm being a bit harsh. We don't know this referee.
Or if you are a qualified ref in the chat, please let us know.
Please let us know. Yes. Do get in touch.
Do get in touch. You can be our referee for the match.
Ooh.
I'm only qualified for the under sixes, so.
Yellow card here. Oh, was that who's that who went down?
Red card. They're coming out. What do you reckon?
Oh God! Yeah, he's got the yellow in his hand, unless he's already had a yellow. Just a yellow card.
He'd be like me. He'd be like, "Do you go off to me during the match?" Yeah, red.
I think they get away with murder, some of these players, in terms of the way they speak to referees. Greg's got a question for you, Adam.
Yeah.
He's asking, what are your thoughts on Dover? I don't know if they have been chucked out of the National League because the owner couldn't continue to invest money to the club. Because they're all on furlough, aren't they, when I last checked?
They were all on furlough, yeah. My thoughts on Dover is I hope they stay afloat. If not, to be honest, I think Dover need to just put out something on the internet, really. Just even if it's a fundraiser, because I'm sure most of the clubs now would whip round and get together, and especially, and I know I am
not
a
bad
Chester
chat,
fan,
Adam.
and it's but you know the likes of the Wrexham and all that lot, they've got money to burn, haven't they? So they give a bit of money as well. They've got Ryan Reynolds and all that lot now.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be nice to see a club help another, but at the same time, they've got to look at them as competitors, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. But you don't obviously go, oh, here's $1 million and all that.
No, of course. No.
Here's a couple of thousand or something like that. Or something.
Well,
or
maybe they have to. Maybe Dover. Maybe Dover could do that if they just sell a few players. But
or have
I'm
a
not
bucket
sure.
or something. You know.
Oh yes!
Oh, see,
good goal, short tie. I think he's injured from it, but he did well there. Lovely turn, lovely control, and he gets the finish with his left foot. And United finally have that equaliser just seconds before we reach 45.
Swerved in, great ball.
Oh, lovely goal.
To be fair though, where was the defending there?
Well, he's done all of them, hasn't he? He's done four players there. They're all around him. Oh, he's done brilliantly, short tie. That's a great goal. I'm sure that hurt because he was in the middle of a lot of players. But yeah, he deserves a pat on the back from his teammates there. 1-1, and he's having to be checked out. He's still where he is when he scored because the medic has come on. But what an equaliser that was.
Yeah,
and that will certainly...
Great equaliser.
I'm sure Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will get shown this tomorrow morning.
But yeah, just going back to Dover, I'd certainly help out with any sort of fundraising sort of things if they just.
I think you're right about online funding because there's always these GoFundMe things, and people have been doing that even from pandemics.
Do a simple meet and greet with the manager or something like that.
Yeah.
A Zoom call with the manager. There's so much.
This is the thing. I just feel like Dover might be hiding something, though.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think. I mean, you're already suggesting ideas which people have done before, so you'd think they would have. Yeah, I don't know. I've not read much about Dover recently, but when they said they weren't going to play on, you know, they said they were going to furlough their staff. But then I also thought, well, is it worth doing that? Because you're going to be in big trouble at the end of the season, which is you're going to get relegated and you could get a fine, maybe.
Yeah. You see, Chester decided not to play on because we couldn't play on, basically.
Yeah, but your situation's different, where the league decided to stop. This is Dover not playing in a league that has, as we speak, there's games going on this weekend, and the last game was back in like February, January time. That's bad.
I mean, I'd certainly make them go down.
Well, they go down anyway, aren't they? I think they're in the relegation spot, so I think that's sorted.
Yeah.
Unless they add another punishment
but
to that.
I wouldn't like them. I wouldn't ever wish for them to have a winding up order against them. I've been through that with Chester, and it's just a horrible, horrible thing to see.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Well, we're on to 47 minutes here. I didn't see how much added time there'll be. I think it was just because of the injury to Shorty, and United have been caught
I think
offside.
after this kick now, I think it'll be half time.
Yeah.
Unless we're playing rugby. In which case we'll have another 2 minutes. And then it'll be half time.
Yep, goalkeeper's just getting ready to take the kick.
There we go. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was it then. I thought when he blew, I thought that was it.
Do get your messages in, folks, on the live chat page, and we'll read them at half time. United have a goal kick. Surely that's it. As for half time, 48.5 minutes in.
If half time ever comes, then we will read them out.
Referee could just go, you know what? Let's just play on.
Yeah, play
no
on.
half time break. Again, the referee is new. He is a youth referee, probably. He's probably forgotten that there is a half time in between the first and the second half.
If he's a youth referee, then in theory, he should have flew by now. So they play quarters. So it should have been done by now.
United have the possession on the halfway line, but you just feel like this is United's game to lose the way we've seen this game, just because of the sending off with Chelsea that they had early on. It's Diallo on the right wing. Nearly reaching 5 minutes of added time here. This is a long time. But I wonder if the sending off as well might have added a bit to it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it has.
Yeah.
I think he stopped.
Short tire! Scored!
It's in!
He's done it again!
2-1.
Oh, lovely goal.
That's it. He's in the first team.
We'd make my first team, him and Diallo, tonight for sure. They've been electric, but what a way to end the first half if it stays at 2-1. Wow. 2-1 Man United. They've turned it round.
Great way to start and finishing the season, because Chelsea's ahead, currently in the league, I believe. It'd be an absolutely fantastic way to finish the season.
Go on, Adam. Describe the goal to everyone.
So, he just literally went past the last man. See if I can go back a bit now. Can I go back? Yeah. So, if we have number...
Don't worry, you don't have to, mate. It's fine.
Yeah, I've lost it. They've just literally gone past. I've not got the replay up. Unfortunately, my VAR replay is not working to the highest standard, so sorry, guys.
So yeah, it's Shorty's 45th and 51st minute goals. Yep, 51st minute in the second half.
Shorty just broke away from the last man and just smashed it off far side post.
Lovely finish. Yep, half time finally at Leigh Sports Village, and it's Man United. Well, it's been a great first half, really. We saw quite a lot going on in that one. First of all, we had Chelsea taking the lead. Then we had a red card towards the goalkeeper, which meant Chelsea had to get rid of their outfield players to bring in their second goalkeeper. And then Shorty, I mean, throughout the whole first half, after that second goal, United were dominant in terms of possession, but they just couldn't get the goals. But luckily for them, they were able to get the business done in that first half. But of course, it's not over yet. There's still the second half to be played in a few minutes' time. But at this rate, United, Adam, look like the team to beat just because they've got that advantage on the pitch.
Yeah, they do. It looks exactly like the team to beat. It all stemmed really from the sending off in the first 10 minutes for me. But even so, the Chelsea goal, just looking at it here, it didn't look like much. And it's just the difference between the goals. I still struggle to see the sending off. Just looking at the sending off here. And it was just a basic jump back. So he's jumped back from it. As you can see here, he goes to collect the ball and he's got it in between his legs and he's going backwards. So I don't think it's a red card. That then stemmed the downhill spiral. But could Chelsea have worked it out differently? I wouldn't have brought off Dunn. She took off a defender. Why would you take off a defender? I start taking off either a striker or a midfielder if you're playing the 4-4-2. You usually 4-4-2 at this level. You take off, you sacrifice a striker, and that's how I'd work it. You can always bring in that Cancelo role if you need that extra man going forward later on. For me, poor choice of tactics going forward, and it stemmed, and seeing the goals here, yes, they're very well worked goals from Manchester United, but they're very, very easy to defend against goals. Like the last one here, there was 2 to 3 people who should have been marking him better. I mean, should it have been conceded? Not really. Maybe it's the goalkeepers man management, because as we know, man management in this area is completely and utterly key when you're a keeper. It's hard, but yeah, Manchester United deserved the lead. They had more possession, but is it just down to Chelsea errors? That's my main.
Yeah. But Shortire will certainly get the headlines. For if they do win the game, but in terms of the scout report, Shortire will be impressing those assistant coaches.
Caught my eye. He's been troubling defence, making these runs. I can't see him staying at the first team.
Well, I mean, this is it. I mean, will he? I presume he won't feature this weekend in the squad. Not 2 days before a game, I don't think. But United play Leeds on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Away game as well. But I it's funny because I've seen Shortire come on twice for United, and late on in games. I think it's just when United have comfortably won a game, or they should get the job done, and I think Solskjaer's made sure he's come on just so he's had at least a few minutes in the first team, and just give him, and he normally gives him advice before he comes on as well. So I think it's funny how, I mean, look, like I say, Shortire hasn't had much of a chance, but he reminds me of Greenwood a little bit. He just seems to have that finish in him. Greenwood has had his moments, but you can see why United have brought these people in. Yeah. Why they've made it to the first team, because they've got that quality there. And those finishes, that first goal as well tonight, Adam, says it all. Yeah, that Jesse, I mean, even looking at Jesse Lingard, back when he first started, and even now when he's playing for West Ham, he's showing what he was, if you get what I mean. Yeah. It's he just lost it, didn't he, in the last few years? Yeah, he's lost it in the last few years, and I think it's because he's not been played in the right place and played at the right amount of time. And I think it's because Rashford and all the other ones around him and Pogba have been getting more and more game time. But now Lingard's getting there, getting in and getting more game time. I wouldn't keep him out the other post. He could be one. Yeah, I think that's the thing, because he does look like a kid on that pitch, Shortire. Like when I saw him make those appearances for the first team. He looks like a kid, but his actions and his runs and his decisions are like adults. Yeah, that's the difference. Whether he'll see the season out in the youth and then come into the adults. Well, this is it. Next season's probably the aim for him to get regular time, maybe. I think that's what's going to be the case. But this is why I mean, you remember last summer, and I'll say this as a United fan, Adam, Jadon Sancho was heavily linked to United. United put in a big bid for him, which was around 80 million. Then Dortmund wanted more and United didn't match the asking price. And I'm quite glad they didn't, because I just feel like it's the one position United I think do need, but I think you can find that elsewhere, either cheaper or get it from your youth system.
Yeah, well, if you can
like
get
Greenwood, for example.
You can get it from that lad as well. He's absolutely playing outstanding today. I just personally, I would have him in. I'd have. What about the Euros? Not the Euros. Sorry, European Cup. I'd play him in the European Cup. Give him a chance in the European Cup.
What, Shortai? I don't think they won't. Nah, they won't now.
Give him a chance. See how he gets on.
It's semi-finals though, isn't it?
It might be semi-finals, but at the end of the day, Rashford could. He made his mark, didn't he? On quite a big occasion.
Yeah, but that was because Louis van Gaal had no other players. He had a big injury list. That's why Rashford came in. Which I get what you mean. If they come on, they can prove it on the big stage. But I don't think Solskjaer would like to put pressure on someone like that. I do think that is risky.
Well, certainly give him a go.
Well, there's nothing wrong in putting them on the bench. Just throw them out there if you need the goals late on. But
if you're winning by say 3 in the semi-finals, bung him on for the experience.
Yeah.
It'd be
more
beneficial.
I think at this rate, if United can, because United I think will get second, but they've still got a few games left to just if you lose 1 or 2 games or draw a few of them, then second place might end up being third. So mathematically we could still miss out on second, but I think with Shortai, I think we'll see a lot more of him next season if he carries on playing like that. But let's not forget, Adam, we're both watching a game tonight that we don't really regularly see these players, so it's easy to judge.
I'd love to see a few more of these, and I'd love to get a big overall view of him, to be honest. And it'd be great to see it.
Let's read more of your comments. Jamie Burgoyne says, Adam, who would you want to batter on Let's Talk Sport in a head-to-head game of Fantasy Premier League?
Who would I want to batter? A fantasy league?
Not literally, not like punch them to death, nothing like that. I hope that's what he doesn't mean.
Probably doesn't mean that, no, Jamie. Depends on how he means. If it means like a literal FIFA match, I'd probably batter all of you.
Ooh.
That's what you mean.
But you've got to think of Fantasy Premier League, not FIFA. Come on.
Fantasy Premier League. None of you I wouldn't be able to beat you. I don't have the time for Fantasy Premier League. I get too busy with my academy and never actually change the squads, do I? So I just leave it. I don't do a randomised one.
I'm one of those people that's like when it comes to the New Year's resolution. When you start it, you think, yeah, I'm going to do it this year. And then it's literally a week later, what was I going to do? It's just gone out the window. But yeah, I haven't touched my squad since the opening week or the second week.
I haven't. I just did a randomised squad. I can't be bothered. I have to do my actual Newton.
I think it's a great. I think it's like betting. I'm not advertising betting here, but but I do think if it makes you more excited for the football on the weekend, because every time I go to a pub or I see someone, on a weekend and we look at the results, the first thing they want to know now these days, most of our friends, is, how did Vardy get on? Why? He's in my fantasy team. Oh, he scored, and they're all like, yes! It's like, but you're a Man United fan, and it was Vardy who scored against United. It's like, yeah, I don't care. That's extra points for me. And it's like, you do know United lost, though.
We should do a fantasy one. We should do it across the whole of the leagues.
The what, sorry?
Across the whole of the leagues.
How is that even available?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
That
Jamie,
would be cool.
Get on it. Get on it, Jamie.
That is all the big European leagues. Yeah, I'd like that actually. That if no one hasn't done that, I think we found ourselves a £1 million idea. There must be some website where someone's done it like that, but just not well known. Don't know.
so it's not Hollywood.
That's not a bad idea, that, Adam. If Google it right now. Overseas fantasy or something like that. See if that's a thing. I know that there's a Euros. Of course, the Euros is coming up in June, and they normally do fantasy leagues for the Euros. I think we've got to do that one. I think, Adam, because all it requires for us to do it for 3-4 weeks. It's not like we have to do it like as long as a Premier League season.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this red card, and I still can't believe it's a red card.
I can understand it. I don't know if the rules are... Yeah, they're showing the replay in front of us now on the stream me and Adam are watching, but I can understand that if the moment the goalkeeper puts handball out the box, yeah, I get it.
It's just the time that was played, the amount of effort he put in to try and get him back into the box. He didn't have hold of the ball initially. For me, it screams yellow.
Nah, I think it's a red. He's stopping the path of a guy about to score. If he did it in the box, we wouldn't obviously talk about it. It's a simple save, but he's done it outside the box. We never see it happen, though, do we, Adam?
No.
But yeah, again, this is youth football. It's a place to learn.
This is a place I'd like to go to. Arsenal's ground.
The training centre, yeah. They're showing highlights of their under-18s against the Chelsea under-18s. Which, it's a bit annoying watching watching the highlights when the camera's on the pitch. You know, not on a stand.
Yeah.
But you can't get everything. Looks as though the players are back out.
Yeah.
As the second half looks like it's about to begin. Get in touch, folks, on our live chat page. There's a few more I've been meaning to read out. Greg Livingstone says, just like Wrexham, who almost went bust, but they were saved by 2 Hollywood actors, and look at them now, near the playoffs. I wouldn't say they were nearly bust. I mean, 12 years ago, yeah. There was no report saying they were nearly bust before Ryan Reynolds and Rob McInerney bought the club recently.
They did nearly go bust.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. The people want... Glendale University?
Well, yeah, because they owned the club, didn't they?
They were going to sell it to building investors.
Ooh, that wouldn't have gone down well.
It wouldn't have gone down well, would it?
I mean, it never seemed right, a uni owning a football club. It just doesn't... I'm not saying it doesn't work, but just straight away, first impressions from me would have been... Oh, sorry, second half's just started.
Yeah, the second half's just started here. Just put my earpiece back.
I better get the clock on.
Just putting my earpiece back in as we get underway. We're not at the ground, by the way.
What? Oh, I thought I was. We lied. So yeah, Man United leading 2-1. Can Chelsea get a goal back in this? Well, since they had that red card, they've not really had... I don't have the stats in front of me, but the opportunities have not been there.
Half chances at that.
I mean, the fact that you said chances with an S is quite amazing. I'd have said chance.
They had one header that went over. They went outside the box. I'll give them a chance for that. Yeah. And then they had one that went over the bar, so chances.
And that's it.
That's it.
But that's exactly what you want your opponents to be doing, which is not going near the goal.
Yeah.
Here come United now. I wouldn't be surprised if they can make it 3-1 here.
Yeah, nice passing and moving. See, Manchester United are making that extra man work now. It looks as though Chelsea is struggling.
I think the sad thing is, Adam, is when you get a red card early on as well, it can ruin games.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this game's been good to watch, but it's been dominant by United.
Yeah. This is why I'd almost never give a red card super early unless it was
even
blatant.
If he breaks someone's leg.
No. If it was breaking someone's leg, then yeah, you give it a red card. But if if it was blatant, like that red card on that keeper then, I wouldn't have given it because it's so early on in the game. You know, it's just, it seemed harsh to me.
Oh, back into the box with Diallo. Oh, good save.
Diallo nearly got him.
I think he kind of miskicked it though.
He meant to kick it. That's what. That was the skill behind it.
You think?
Yeah. No.
No, I don't know you anymore. You're a coach these days, so you might know things that I don't.
No. That was a complete and the bounce. It just bounced up, and he just put it off balance. If it had went in, he'd have said, "Yeah, I meant it." But no, he didn't mean it.
That was a terrible corner. Just hit the side netting. It didn't go to anyone. Must do better than that. Adam, I do apologise, but I really need the toilet. Could you commentate while I'm gone?
Commentate? What? I've got. I know what I'll do. We'll have to get people to slag you off. while
anti-bullying is a bad thing. Wait, what, anti-bullying? That means it's a. Oh, never mind. It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. So, still Manchester United on the ball here. Say. Chelsea are looking completely, utterly bamboozled. Stretched thin. Get in touch if you are watching today's game as well. So if you are watching, get in touch. We want to know if you are watching. And if you're not watching, we want to know why you're not watching. And please subscribe. That would be absolutely amazing. If nobody has subscribed yet today, please subscribe down below. That'd be awesome. And Manchester United are still advancing in and around the box. Nice back heel. Coming through, cutting back. Shot away. Blocked. And again. Oh! There's appeals for a penalty here from Manchester United. But corner given? Have a look here. It's not a corner. It wasn't even a foul, to be honest. Just goal kick in my opinion. But what's the corner? Let's go. My live stream's completely gone down at the moment, so if you are getting in touch, wait until Jamie to read back the comments. My live stream's gone down completely. Oh, pulled down now, but that no foul there. In the box, nice little dribble, in and around, pass back. You cut that back, is he? Oh, he's won. Chelsea has now won a corner. That's probably about the first thing that they've done throughout the whole match. That was a foul, actually. It looked like a foul. Pulled Manchester United down by the neck, to be honest. That should have been book in there. Manchester United are trying to look for a quick break now.
Oh, I haven't missed anything.
You haven't missed anything. Well, not too much, but you missed a little bit, Jamie.
What happened?
A chance for Manchester United that just went past the post. And a foul that should have been for Manchester United, but wasn't given.
Yeah, you can see the floodlights have turned on.
I can't read any of the comments on my side.
Oh, looks like. But,
there's been any comments because my stream's frozen. So if there's been any comments,
Greg says. Oh no, sorry. Burgoyne says there's no relegation from the National League this year, isn't there?
No, there isn't.
Oh, so Dover don't. Oh right, yes, so Dover don't go down. What? Oh, I just thought.
There's no relegation because there's no promotion. Because the ones below are null and void.
So what was the point in playing in the National League this season then?
There's none. That was my point of saying there's such a big hoo-ha.
I didn't know that. I honestly, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
just wide.
I'm just going to switch my light on because it's getting a bit dark in here.
We'll do that. That looked like it was Charlie Wellens who took the shot there for Man U. He was on the right-hand side of the box, tried to put in a low ball, and it went wide past the near post.
I just turned on my floodlights.
Wow, that really made a difference. In terms of zoom, it made no difference. There was more comments. I mean, some of these are still from half-time, which we're still trying to catch up on. But Greg Livingstone says, Jamie, Man United should get Sarr from Watford because he's a really good player, should be playing in the Premier League for a team like Leicester. I've not seen much of him.
I remember him.
I remember
him playing. He was quite good when I saw him.
He's fast. I mean, like he caused a couple of problems for United's defence in the FA Cup game this year.
Yeah, it's just the finishing and.
Oh, hang on! Oh, that was good clearance. Chelsea nearly found an equaliser.
I mean, I think it would have been a complete and utterly lucky equaliser because he was falling over as he was going to hit it.
Well, that first goal was a bit lucky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sarr's he had been linked to United last summer. I've not heard any more rumours to do with Sarr, so I have no idea what's going to happen with him. But Watford at this rate are competing to come back into the Prem, so who knows? Maybe if they do get back into the Prem next season, they might be able to keep him.
I mean, I could see Sarr going to the likes of Leeds, you know.
It's not a bad shout. Depends. I mean, I wonder how much he'll cost. Because if he's that potential, then Watford might be able to get a bit of money out of him.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some more comments. Jamie Burgoyne says, if we did a fantasy league, so to include Chester, we'd have to include pub leagues.
Hey, why not? We can do Newton as well.
Can you imagine? I think only you two would take part in it. There's your head-to-head battle for you, Burgoyne. You versus Adam in the Pub Leagues Fantasy League. Or Brandon Williams to Diallo. I don't think he was offside. Play continues and they've lost the ball. Diallo looks a little frustrated with that one.
Sunday League, Fantasy League. Just imagine that. That'd be brilliant, that, wouldn't it?
Greg Livingstone says, to be honest, Adam, I thought you were a Chelsea fan.
Oh.
Oh, a few of the letters are wrong in that 7-letter name.
They do play in blue. I'll let you off for that.
7-letter name starts with CH. You know, it makes sense. Of course, Nicky.
As long as you didn't say I thought you were a Wrexham fan, I'd have been off.
Oh, he'd have been gone. Yeah, Adam would never return. He would quit from YouTube.
You see now it's Jamie putting on. Thought you were a Wrexham fan.
Hello, Sarah. Hope you're well. Saying hi, sir. Do you remember me? Of course I do. From the women's game the other day. Hope you're going to join us this weekend for some of our games. I remember Greg Livingstone asking us earlier, what streams are we doing this weekend? Well, I'm off tomorrow, but we do have Seb True with Stu doing the Wolfsburg Borussia Dortmund game at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, so do join them for that. And then you've probably noticed on our homepage on the YouTube channel that Luke Tanner will be doing the UFC 261 in the early mornings of Sunday. He's a brave man to stay up all night to do it, but yes, do join him for that and keep him company. And then on Sunday we've got at least a triple header. If that's, can you call it that, a triple header? I don't know. I know you have double header, but we have a double header of women's games on Sunday. We've got Bayern Munich.
It the Super Soccer Sunday, should we?
Oh dear. Not like we've taken that away from someone else. Not at all. Just because of one word. We actually on Sunday we do have a double bill in women's football. We've got Man United women taking on Tottenham women. That's at 12:30. Oh, is that 12? I should know that, but I don't. Oh no, yeah, 12:30. And then we have Bayern Munich. We have Bayern Munich women versus Chelsea women in the Women's Champions League at 4:00. And at the same time, Joe Stanley will be doing the League Cup final with Stu, which kicks off at 4:30. And then I think that's it for the weekend's coverage. We'll have to get Adam on more watch-alongs. We haven't had Adam on a watch-along for.
Unfortunately, I've been unavailable due to the academy situations, but I will try and get on to some more.
When are you free normally, or does it vary?
It varies because I am due. Well, I was due to be going to Airbus on Monday, but I've got Newton to do on Monday. I've got a Chester's training on Sunday, and then I'm going to Ellesmere Port on Wednesday to play EPD with Chester's under 10s.
How are you finding the whole experience? Because how long have you been doing it now, Adam?
It's been coming up about 9 months now, but it's amazing.
So who do you work for?
So I don't necessarily work at the moment. I'm just starting work for UFED, which is different. So I'm starting work for them. I also work for Chester Racers. I work a voluntary at Chester FC Academy, and I work for Newton voluntary.
Got you. So do you get paid to do it, or
we get
at
free
all?
stuff? Basically, all of my coats that have now been ripped.
So what's the next step? As in, how long do you stay doing the volunteering, when does it become a paid thing?
You don't get paid for it at Chester. Yeah, you get paid via like your development, so they'll pay for your courses and stuff like that.
Ah, okay, cool. So what's your plan going forward?
Because it's hard at the moment, it's gone even harder to get to your level 3. My plan is to go back, do my goalkeeping course, and do Fustel.
Do what, sorry?
Fustel.
What's that?
Indoor football.
Oh, sorry, futsal. I thought you said hostel. I was like, what's that?
Yeah, so I'll do indoor football and goalkeeping training, and then it shows that I'm willing to learn and I want to learn the craft of the.
Penalty! Yeah,
Manchester, yeah. It's all over. It's all over.
Well, they need to score it, but I mean that's a bit. I don't know if there was much contact in that, but I think it's short tire again.
I reckon. They let the keeper take it.
Not Shorty going for a hat trick.
Well, if Shorty's down like he's been shot, I don't think he'll be getting back up, will he?
I hear there is a sniper in the stadium.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even look like a foul, to be honest.
No, I didn't think that was a foul. It wasn't. It didn't feel like a penalty. But the moment the referee was there, he seemed obvious. He seemed like
you'll take it, won't you, Jamie? You being.
Yeah, just wait an hour or so, and I'll go and take it, lads.
Yeah.
Let's watch it again. Nah, that's not a penalty.
Nah.
And what did he hurt exactly? Because I don't think Shorty's going to take it.
That's what he hurt.
Hannibal's going to take it, which is a shame because you just think he would want to go for. I mean, of course, you have a.
I really want Hannibal to walk up to the keeper and go, Davies.
Well, like Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, Hannibal up against the second keeper for Chelsea. Oh, it's a save! See, I said he should have taken it. He should have taken it. It's Williams now. Oh, he's done well here to keep it in. Oh, no, it's gone back into the box.
Don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
I was going to say, and there's going to be a corner for United, but really, Shorty should have taken that.
Yeah, he was taken off the pitch though, wasn't he?
Oh shit, yeah, sorry, yeah, I forgot about that. What a save, though.
Maybe
if Chelsea...
the keeper should have taken it.
What a save, though, if Chelsea... Yeah. What a save, though, if Chelsea could get back into this.
Oh, great run here. Carrying on with it. That's a great steaming run down that wing. I mean, to be fair, he'd be given the penalty for nothing like that down the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Poor refereeing. He's not been a good referee, to be honest.
No, he hasn't.
Greg saying, why is Williams playing tonight? Is he not part of the squad for the Leeds game? And do you feel Leeds are Man United's second rival club? I'm not sure, Greg. Brandon Williams doesn't... He'll probably be on the bench on Sunday. Most of the time he is. He never starts for United, of course, when you've got Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka as your main fullbacks. But yeah, Leeds are... It's a rivalry we've missed. But we enjoyed the last game against them when we beat them 6-2 anyway.
I think you'll find it hard next time after them beating Man City.
Yeah, I think the thing is with Leeds, you don't know what you're going to get, do you?
Yeah.
They're either going to have a really bad game or a really good game. They don't have it in the middle. It's weird. United have not lost an away game in over a month, in over 12 months now. Well, it's been nearly 4. It's been well over a year, so it's got to end at some point. And I think Leeds would love to end it on Sunday at Ellen Road, but I hope I'm wrong. Bobby, hello Bobby, says yay, under 23 games are copyright, ? With a scream emoji. Well, I don't think there's any copyright here, because the only copyright that there is if you show the game, which we're not. We're just doing a watch along for it. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. What's that going to be, a yellow card? That Chelsea player is just pretending. He's trying to make the referee feel bad and not give him a yellow. Ugh, never got the ball. It's a obvious foul. Sarah says, please just say loudly, chat, Rapiti, Shivaji, Maraha, KG. Please say loudly.
Me?
There you go. No. This is. It's all right. It's all done.
Oh,
I've done it. I've said it. So free kick here for United. Just over 20 minutes to go, and Chelsea. There've been no goals since the first half. It's been all Man United.
Yeah, but let's be honest, Manchester United had the more people to work with.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It doesn't look good if you don't win the game with... Yeah.
Yeah. Has happened before, though.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
what a goal.
What a goal.
Oh, Amad Diallo. And now it's 3-1, and I think that might just put the game to bed, Adam.
Yeah, I think it has done. But what a goal that was. Just beautifully struck. Just high enough to go over the wall, but just low enough to cause keeper problems as well. So you can get a little bit of a cause and power drive. It's absolutely what you want in a free kick, really. Beautiful free kick. Well done.
Yeah, so Man United, they were 1-0 down, now they're 3-1 up. 2 goals from Shortire and a goal for Amad Diallo. And it's should go.
The new free kick taker at Manchester United.
I need to watch the replay again. But yeah, Chelsea have kicked off again. So 20 minutes to go, and it looks as though the 3 points will go to Man United. And the way Chelsea have been playing has not been great. Sarah asking me to say that sentence. I already have. I've already said it. Go back on the video. Maybe in the last minute or two you'll see it. Bobby says Bielsa is such an underrated manager. What do you think to that?
I mean, I can't really judge. I haven't really seen too much of him, so I can't really judge him. But from what I've seen today, yeah, he seems quite decent in what he's doing. He seems to be quite knowledgeable.
You do know I'm on about the Leeds manager, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I've worried you on about one of the youth managers then.
I meant to say to date, but I said today.
I was going to say, I was like, what about someone else?
I was going to go back and say to date, but yeah, I said to today instead of to date. But yeah, and to date, yeah, till he has impressed me. I mean, I was a bit cautious with the players he was bringing in initially, in the transfer window, because he splashed out a little bit, didn't he?
I can't remember, to be honest.
He got a player from Valencia. Who did he get him from the striker from Valencia? He's a bit injury prone, isn't he?
What, last summer?
No, this year.
This year?
It would have been last summer, but this year.
I don't know what you mean.
Before they started the season.
So last summer.
Yeah.
You're not on about Pablo Hernandez, are you?
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
He's been there, mate. He's been there even when they're in the championship. He's been there for a few years, Pablo.
No. He's come from Valencia.
Oh, it must be someone else. I'm thinking of Pablo Hernandez.
Yeah, well, he's quite injury prone, you see, this one. Let us know in the comments who he is.
I thought for a moment you were going to...
We'll give you a gold star.
What do you think? Do you think Patrick Bamford has a shout at the Euros?
I like Patrick Bamford. I do like him. The only one I don't like in Leeds is Phillips.
Oh, Calvin Phillips is
Calvin Phillips. I think he's been brought up too early.
I've not seen enough of Leeds, to tell you the truth, for me to even comment. But I do like Bamford.
Yeah, I like.
But
Bamford.
I wouldn't take him to the Euros. Bamford. I think there's better players.
I mean, I have it on the list in case like other ones can't make it in case of injuries.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing with Gareth Southgate, though, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of players that he's going to have to say no to, which would make any other team.
Yeah. But obviously, you'd have, instead of that Phillips, who he seems to be starting on the starting list, I mean, there's other players like Maddison I'd have ahead of him.
You see, this is the thing. Not everyone's putting Maddison in their team for the Euros, and he might be injured anyway because he keeps getting injured. But I'd love to see Maddison at the Euros.
I would. I think he'd be.
And Grealish, I can't believe.
Grealish, yeah.
I mean, Grealish has been injured as well, so hopefully he doesn't miss the Euros. But I'd be annoyed if he didn't get picked.
And I'd like to see. What's his name being given a second chance? The one I was talking about earlier. Plays for Manchester United.
What position?
Midfield.
What, English?
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Begins with L. Is it?
Oh, sorry, Lingard.
Lingard, yeah.
For West Ham, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see Lingard being given a second chance.
See, I can't see him staying at United this summer.
Yeah.
I think he'll stay at West Ham because I think he should stay where it's going well for him. Yeah. It's easy to go back to United and obviously you're at a big club, but it's clearly not working for him now.
But I think Lingard deserves his chance now back in England's squad.
Yeah. He's sure. At the moment, the form, absolutely. Ever since he, short ties on the ground injured, he's taken his left boot off.
I think he's going to have to go off injured here.
Yeah. I mean, they've won the game in my eyes.
Yeah.
And I think the only sad thing is for short tires is that he won't get that hat trick, but
I don't think he'll
could have taken the penalty.
You won't get the starting position next week either. I don't think. Or in the first team next week because of that injury, I think. I think they'll just keep him in the youth academy until the end of the season now. Which will be a bit of a blow, but
bit of a drinks break while Shorty's getting checked out. Either way, he's been able to get himself 2 goals today, which has been great to see. Now, is Charlie Savage coming on?
No, I'm not Savage. If you know me, you know why I'm saying this.
There's nothing wrong with Robbie Savage.
Apart from supporting Wrexham.
So yeah, short tyre comes off. And Savetsky is coming on. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Let's put his boot back on.
That's an ankle issue, that. He'll get placed in the cooler, that. Ice bath.
You make it the way you said placed in a cooler. I thought you meant like chop his foot off and then
no,
put it in a cooler and then put it back
they
on.
are like these special like rugby tanks, don't they? That you go when you're standing, and it sort of cools you down. You'll get put in one of them. The cryo tanks they call them, don't they?
Brandon Williams has gone off. That's him done.
If that is Savage, he's got the same hairstyle.
No, it's Fernandez. Not Bruno. So United have made 2 changes just then. We've got some more messages in. Bielsa says, Greg says that Bielsa would be a good manager for Argentina once his time is up at Leeds. Thesis Johansson says Rodrigo. Was that the player you on about? At Leeds up front. Rodrigo.
Yes.
There you go.
Gold star. I'll tell you what. Golden boot. There you go.
Adam, you can't even score a goal, so how did you get a golden boot?
I've just got it there from the kids. So, there you go, golden boot.
Adam Davies is just as good as Harry Kane.
I
am. So yeah, there you go, Thesis. You'll get yourself a free golden boot from Adam Davies. Just send us your address later on after the stream. So well done. Bobby asking, how do you rate Diallo's performance tonight? I think he's been excellent. He looks really confident, Bobby, but this is a player that's been in a senior squad with Atalanta. Okay, he didn't have that many games at Atalanta before he went to United, but I think the price tag says it all, really, you know, he's got to be good. Otherwise, why would Solskjaer even recruit someone in like him? But I do want to see more of him in the senior squad. I think... next season, hopefully, definitely. But Solskjaer's aim straight away when he signed him was to just not put him in the deep end, as he's definitely shown over the last few months.
Yeah, there's a lot of criticism coming out with Manchester United and Chelsea and all of the big clubs, the top 6, you can say, for example, with their academy and how they're run at the moment. Because they'll have all of these players coming through and they'll just drop them after so many years, and they'll get left in the dark, and it's a big crying shame for football.
Just shows how hard it is.
It just shows, yeah. Oh,
and 4-1.
It's 4.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, simple crossing and then simple tapping. Adam, do talk us through that goal.
Well, it's just nice little workmanship down the wing. It's what I wanted to see all game, and then a nice little cross into the centre of the box, pinpointed right on to the centre spot, and a half volley just tucked it into the bottom corner, and just looking at the keeper for the door, absolutely brilliantly finished. It's now 4-1.
I think you got a feel for Chelsea, haven't you?
Yeah. But then again, they're getting sort of served what they sort of did to Tottenham. So, 2 of one, half a dozen.
Taste of your own medicine.
Taste of your own medicine a little bit.
It's confirmation that it was Helm who scored that. That's his first goal of the game. He joins Diallo and Shorteye. But yeah, going back to that Diallo question, if you missed out as well, Bobby, the goal, you have to watch the highlights later on the United YouTube channel, which is Diallo's free kick. It was absolutely electric to watch, so do check that out later on. And it's a goal kick for Man United. 8 minutes to go. 3 points sorted there for Man United. We'll look at the Premier League 2 table in a few minutes and just figure out who goes where in the table after tonight's game.
How would you judge the youth system now? With all these big clubs.
depends how you mean. I mean,
Because
like,
the big clubs are always going to have. They're going to have a big name, aren't they?
I think it's always. I mean, the one thing I've not liked about Man City, okay, their youth teams won the Premier League 2 this season, but you know, Man City have. Don't get me wrong, you've been there, I've been there. The Man City training, the City Academy or whatever they call it, where the academy,
it's the best.
It's unreal. It's you know, you can, you know, just that's what happens when you've got money. You can get the best facilities for your players, and not just for your senior squad, but for your women's and your youth teams. And maybe we're starting to see the results. I mean, look, they're top of the league. They've won the league already this season in terms of the Premier League 2 division, but they're also going to win the main Premier League title with the senior squad. But I've been questioning it over the last few years, thinking, well, how come we don't see any of these youth players come through?
Yeah.
You know, you keep buying players, yet you don't seem to rely a little bit on the youth system. But, of course, we've seen Phil Foden now come through. So is Phil Foden the first of many to come through the City ranks?
I think, for me, Phil Foden is one of the contenders for player of the season.
I think he's definitely going to win Young PFA.
Yeah.
He'll win that. He won't win the PFA.
No, because you still got the likes of Lionel Messi and you still got Cristiano Ronaldo going.
Yeah.
But...
Well, no, PFA's England, isn't it? It's just in England.
But in general, I'm talking about in general now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's the young best player in the whole world.
He's electric. He is incredible, and the fact is for Man City is he's only a kid. You know, that's the exciting part. Like he's just gonna, in my eyes, he's just gonna get better.
Yeah.
I mean I don't know if you.
De Bruyne, and he's.
He's so good, De Bruyne.
De Bruyne is brilliant, but he's not as good as Foden at the moment. At times,
I don't know. I can't.
When
I don't know.
When I see Foden come on, he seems more electric and more alive than De Bruyne.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because like De Bruyne, I feel like after 70 minutes he's done.
Yeah.
And then they bring Foden on, and he gets a goal, gets an assist, or I mean, he did it in the Champions League the other night, didn't he? He scored a goal that should have been saved because it was near post for the keeper, but even so, it was the fact that Foden had that eye to do it and that vision to make sure it happened.
So whether it's that's meant to be the case and that's how Pep lined it up, but
yeah,
I mean, he is just one. I mean, if you want to ever lend him to Chester, Pep, feel free. You know,
for free, no wages. Yeah, absolutely.
No
he is from Stockport, so I'm sure if Stockport County ever needed a favour, maybe.
Nearly five
straight
there.
At the keeper.
Nice little tuck inside the box, and
that was Diallo, I think.
Yeah, but great save from the keeper.
Hannibal's got the ball. He'll hope Solskjaer doesn't watch his penalty tonight.
I think it'll be
which was saved.
He'll be hiding away, won't he? He'll be getting his straight jacket on, putting his mask on.
I think there's only a couple of rounds left in this league competition. I think next week, there's only 2 games remaining for these teams. And then we are getting to the end part of the season, though, aren't we, Adam? There's only,
we are.
You know, the Football League finishes on May 8th or something like that, and then the Premier League finishes mid-May, so we're near the end.
Well, we've got a breakaway. We've got a breakaway for Chelsea. Bit of strength. Should have finished that.
It was straight at the keeper, wasn't it?
Straight at the keeper. I mean, it should have brought onto the other foot. I mean, as a striker, you should be able to use both feet. Great strength, though, initially to win the challenge. But when you're through one-on-one like that, you need to bring it onto the other foot and put it away with your foot.
Yeah. Oh. Thrown for United midway in their own half, but the goalkeeper will be happy about that. It's just the way he completely shrugged off his opponent.
Yeah.
Like he's just come back from the gym. The Hulk versus the Ant-Man.
Oh, I like the Hulk. Good old Hulk.
Bit of a random topic for football watch along, but yeah, my mum said the old series were good when she was growing up.
No, it's not a random topic. I was talking about Hulk.
Oh, you mean the footballer?
Yeah, the footballer.
I don't know what to ever think of him. I thought he was a bit of a hit and miss. Like, he had one or two good games now and again, but that was it. I just felt like he wasn't reliable. Overrated, I'd say.
I'd like to have seen him in the Premier League. See how we got on.
Yeah, I remember seeing him for the first time for like FC Porto.
Yeah.
Against United in a Champions League game. This was in the 2000s, so we're going back a bit, but
yeah. I just think he got too greedy and wanted to go to China too much.
Yeah, well, him and his fellow Brazilian of Oscar. Greg is responding to you, I think, Adam, which is Phil Foden and De Bruyne played different positions because Foden has played on the left side this season. But I still, I get what you mean, Greg. Different positions, fair enough. But I completely agree with Adam where there seems to be a lot more energy in Foden when he comes on. But again, you know, we don't always see Foden start. He is becoming a regular though. He's, you know, what a replacement for David Silva, I'd say.
Yeah, much better replacement for David Silva. And I think it should be a case where now we have a rule of thumb that you have to have so many academy players coming out of your squad.
Yeah.
Into your first team. You can't just go and pick and choose out of the best ones around the world. I think you need to be developing your team much more.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might as well not have a development team. Like Chester always sign about 2 or 3 out of their academy every year.
Yeah, I think
they think they're going to be the best, and then they keep them for 2 years.
I'd love to know how the money works in youth football though, because you've got to invest in it to make the money, if that makes sense.
I mean, we recently sold the player to Stoke, Chester.
How much?
Undisclosed fee. I couldn't tell you if I knew.
Why do they do that? Like, why can't they reveal that?
I don't know. It must be quite a high amount because there's still add-ons clauses.
There was some money, but the public don't know, basically.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you just give the finance team a nudge, Adam.
But yeah, his name's Will Goodwin. He scored the other day for the youth academy. So look him up if you're ever watching the youth games at Stoke.
Oh, okay.
Look him up. He is a brilliant, strong, big lad, 6'4". Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, he only played a few games. It only took us a few games to notice how good he was, and then he was snapped up by Stoke after the game.
Huh. But it's funny, isn't it? I mean, like, that's pretty much how Cristiano Ronaldo got signed for United.
Yeah.
It was a friendly against Sporting Lisbon. Fergie watched him once, and that was it. Signed him the day after, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because we had a player on loan from Stoke.
Good goal.
Good goal from Chelsea. I mean,
too little, too late.
Notice though, it was a strike from outside the box. So the pressure that they're putting on, they're not managing to break down that defence inside the box. They're only managing to get those strikes from outside the box.
Yeah. Or it was just inside the box, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So 4-2. We've had a late goal, but it's too little, too late.
I think it's just a little bit of defensive slack from Manchester United. I think they just sort of drifted off a little bit, and
yeah. It is hard to stay motivated when you're 3 goals up when you're in the 90s, isn't it, really? I know you could still have a go at them, but they've done well today, United. I think the pressure was on them throughout the game. when they were 1-0 down, and then the sending off. And if they didn't win the game with the advantage, it wouldn't have looked good because they had the entire game pretty much. Adam.
Oh yeah. It's been Manchester United from about 10 minutes to now 90.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally been all Manchester United. So
well, we are into added time, but it's just about to reach the 93rd minute. But the stream doesn't tell you how much added time there is.
Yeah, which is a bit unfair.
Maybe we should never get told the added time. It would be more interesting.
Oh yeah, it'd be much more exciting, wouldn't it?
And
especially
nerve-wracking.
as fans.
Yeah, I'd welcome it. I think they shouldn't announce added time. Do you know why? Because then people can't have a go at the referee saying, "Oh, it's way over now. Come on, ref."
But to be fair to the actual people who are on the announcers, they go a minimum.
Yeah.
Of.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
it's a safe. It's a safe sentence. Yeah. But people don't see it like that.
Free clause. Yeah.
The problem is when your team's playing, you don't see it like that. You see it as the maximum.
Especially when Chester were playing Lincoln and it was only meant to be 2 minutes and it ended up being 5. And then they beat us. And I was like, what?
It's so, yeah. It's just weird how they pick a moment for it to be full time. It's normally like a goal kick, isn't it? Or a clearance. But like if you've got the ball in someone's half, and even if you're way over, they still stop. They still carry on. You just think, well, they might score here, and it won't look good, will it?
And that is that at wherever they're playing. I don't know where.
The Sports Village with a pub outside, as we discovered.
Yeah, we'll find out where this pub is, and we'll send you the location.
So yeah, full time at the Sports Village, and well, Man United, they I wouldn't say they did it the hard way. They started off the hard way by being a goal down to Chelsea, but then a sending off on one of the goalkeepers made it a lot easier this evening, and then they turned it round, and then they were leading by 4-1 until Chelsea got a consolation goal in the added time. Adam, let's go through these goals. This first one for Chelsea.
I mean, the first one for Chelsea here, I mean, it was just poor keeping, to be honest. The tackle, there's a tackle, it was an own goal, it looked like, initially, and it just trickles past the keeper. The keeper sort of got back and got to it, to be honest. The next goal here for Chelsea, no, it's just showing the same goal and the same different angle, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, all it is just showing that it does look like an own goal.
That goalkeeper trying to reach out.
It does look like an own goal. And then obviously you've got your next point, which looks the red card. I still think.
Let's see the slow-mo. Let's see if it really was outside the box.
When you go back to it, as it lifts over now, and it goes into there.
Oh, he's so unlucky. He's so unlucky.
If you see where I mean, you see where I'm coming from with the yellow card.
It's a red. It is a red.
It might be a red in the rules of the game, but at the early stages.
But that first goal for sure, Ty. He completely fooled 4 of them, didn't he?
He fooled 4 of them, and that for me was an absolutely unforgiving error for the Chelsea defence. Now be asking questions of them as individuals.
His is second goal of the game to make it 2-1.
But this was a brilliant goal. Bang, straight off, nothing the keeper could have done.
I think what I like about that goal is it's fast, isn't it? It's no hesitance, just do it. And we see a lot of that in football these days, and it's really frustrating to watch.
And he leaned off the offside trap as well, which I love seeing players lean off the offside trap.
I think this was when Chelsea could have got a goal back.
But never quite managed it, and needed to bring it onto the other foot and really score it. But there's another one here. This is Manchester United's next goal, was it? No, it's their penalty.
This is the thing, we've had a lot in this game, haven't we?
A lot in this game, because this wasn't a penalty. It goes down, and it looks like it's a collision of heads, to be honest. But yeah,
is that a good penalty, or is that a good save?
Poor penalty. poor penalty, but indeed,
But that free kick
that
from
free
Diallo,
kick
top
was
left
just
corner,
like, yeah,
that summed up his performance, I thought, because
yeah,
he wasn't, he wasn't threatening the goal. It was just the way he played in midfield.
yeah.
But yeah, that free kick was beautiful.
See,
And then this was Hemp.
This was my favourite goal by far because it's well worked, great craftsmanship, individual workmanship, going in and out, and then finding your cross, pinpointing it in the middle on the half volley point.
As you said, Adam, it's pinpoint, but it's also doing it very quickly.
Yeah.
Which makes it even harder. But then this was the last goal, which proved to be a consolation goal in the added time for Chelsea.
Just a little bit of slack error from the Manchester United defence, which I think they took the foot off the gas. And I mean, who wouldn't at that stage? I think most teams would, even if like adult teams, would have been doing the same thing. I think so. You see it in the Premier League. So yeah, you got to let them off with that one.
Let's actually. Let me just check if the. If the game ended 4-2. Let's see if the table is up.
The table will come up in a minute.
It is Man United that now goes 6th with 31 points. And that means they are 5 points behind Chelsea, which actually United needed to get that win because they had 3 defeats in their last 5 games, as well as a draw. So, yeah, United have really been slipping up. But at least they're around the midway point of the table. It's a 13-team league, so that means one of the teams miss out on a game now and again each week, which is probably a bit annoying, but that's just the way it is. I hate leagues that have got odd teams. Just have 12 or just have even numbers. Just let someone in.
I'm waiting for the actual scoreboard, for the actual league table to come up.
I've got it on Google.
Oh, have you? Right.
Yeah.
That's why it's not coming from there yet.
Chelsea TV can't be bothered because they don't want to be reminded of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, Manchester City already the champions on 50 points, 12 points ahead of Tottenham, which not bad for Tottenham, second in the youth development. Blackburn third, Chelsea fourth as mentioned with 36. Derby in between Chelsea and Man United on 33 points. So Derby could still get caught by United. Who knows? If United would love to try and finish 5th, I think, this season. It would be a good way to go out on a high, maybe, after the last few games have been pretty poor. Liverpool are level on points with United after the same amount of games. So, of course, a big rivalry there. Who will finish above one another? Everton are 2 points behind of Liverpool and Man United in 8th. Brighton and Hove Albion share the points with Everton, joint 8th pretty much, but they're in 9th. Arsenal under 23s are 10th, 5 points behind Brighton, which doesn't look good for Arsenal. Arsenal are in the same position as their first team, which is 10th. So they're used to being near the bottom, these Arsenal teams at the moment. Leicester City 11th, 4 points behind Arsenal. Same on 20 points with Leicester as West Ham United. And at rock bottom, 4 points behind West Ham and Leicester. In 13th, out of 13th, it is Southampton. And it looks as though they could get relegated to Division 2 of Premier League 2. So that doesn't look good. There was other results today. Let's have a look.
In other news.
Oh, no, was there? There was other games. Let me just try and find it. I can't seem to... Oh, hang on. I've got the wrong things here. So, today we had other results. Tottenham beating Liverpool 4-1. West Ham 0. Manchester City 1. And Blackburn losing at home to Derby County by 2-0. And there is a match tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Everton up against Brighton Hove Albion. And then on Monday, it's Leicester versus Arsenal at 7 o'clock. And I think we're going to pretty much wrap it up there, Adam. What were your thoughts on that game? Final thoughts? Well,
I thought, to be honest, I was expecting more from Chelsea. If I was being honest, I thought they'd put up a bit more of a decent fight. So, because obviously, seeing in Mount and all of that lot coming out, and I haven't seen a lot more from their academy in recent years. I thought they'd have a bit more about them, really. But obviously, I mean, what can I say? I'm a bit down on Chelsea. I thought they'd bring out more, but they haven't. But well done to Manchester United, nonetheless. I think they did well, came out, did out and do exactly what they wanted to do. Forced the errors in Manchester United's defence, in Chelsea's defence, and just obliterated them. But
absolutely. Absolutely. So Man United victorious. The colour red certainly helped them tonight. Not their home shirt, but the card of the referee early on, and they took that advantage and won the game nicely at the end. So anyway, we have come to an end of our watch along tonight. Thank you all for keeping us company on the live chat page and for watching our stream. My thanks to Adam Davies as well. It's been good to have you back on, Adam. Hopefully we'll see you on another watch along very soon. Who knows? Of course, the Euros is coming up, and of course the rest of the football season is coming home, England. Adam is excited. He's very excited. So am I. In case you're wondering what's coming next on the channel, we've got a live watch along tomorrow. That is at 2:30 in the Bundesliga, which is Wolfsburg versus Borussia Dortmund. That is a big game because Dortmund are still fighting for a Champions League place, and there's not many games to go, so they've got to fight for every point now. And then that's followed by Luke Tanner doing our very first ever UFC watch along, which will be in the early hours of Sunday morning. That's 1 a.m. UK time for UFC 261 to do. Join us for that. And then on Sunday, we've got at least 3 games to show you in the football world. Starting off at 12 o'clock, we've got Man United women versus Tottenham Hotspur women, followed by Bayern Munich women versus Chelsea women in the semi-finals of the Women's Champions League, the first leg of that one. And then also we've got the League Cup final, as some people would call it, the Carabao Cup final between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur at Wembley Stadium. That kicks off at 4:30. So anyway, thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Do click that subscribe button if you enjoyed the watch along, and of course stay tuned for our future videos and live streams. Thanks to Adam, thanks to you lot at home. Have a good weekend everyone, and we'll see you later.
And
good night.
subscribe.